up, guys? Coming to you. Gonna go over my supplements, man. I've been asked by multiple guys in the gym about supplements, what supplements I take, why I take them, how often I take them. First off, I want to preface this video by saying there's no supplement out there that's like a magic bullet. I think a lot of guys, they look to supplements as wanting them to be this like game changer, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Any supplements out there that are game changers are illegal. So and that's why they're illegal. Supplements should be an addition, just a tool, give you a little extra 1%, 2% maybe, just support overall general health, because a healthier body is going to be a more capable body, things like that, man. That's the approach that I kind of take to my supplement regimen, is what's going to help me boost overall health. I take the longevity approach to my supplemental regimen. I don't look at what's going to help me now immediately, and then I don't care about the repercussions long term. I will look at what's something that will move the needle very little for me now, but if done consistently over time is going to give me a better end result in the long run. That's the approach I take to my supplementation, and honestly, it's the approach you should take to quite a few things in life. Too many people want things now. They're not willing to have the patience and the persistence to see things through, and it's the investments every day paid that are going to compound into giving you something greater later on. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and start with the ones that I don't take all the time. We're going to start with just kind of like the side kind of accessory supplements, and then we'll get into like more of the staples. So first we'll start with, just because it's everybody's favorite and the one I probably get asked about the most, and in my opinion is probably, I don't want to say probably, it is the least important supplement, that gets a ton of attention, and it's because you don't need it at all, and that is a pre-workout. So I don't take pre-workout. I have this one because it was part of this entire line that I got to kind of check out this company, which I am actually a really big fan of. I really like Isagenix. Their line is really good. All of their products, the ingredients on it is good. There's nothing in these things that are going to set you back. The formulas for each specific supplement make a lot of sense, and they're good, and they come from good sources. And like I would have no problem putting anything from Isagenix in my body. I have their entire line here, their entire performance line, and I've tried everything, and I'm a big fan. The pre-workout though, I just don't take, man. I haven't taken a pre-workout in probably a decade. I took this one once to try it, kind of taste it, see what it's like. But honestly, for me, guys, pre-workouts don't do anything for me. And even if they did, I still wouldn't want to take them because I enjoy the mental process of trying to get myself mentally motivated, mentally prepared for a workout. And I don't want to have to rely on an external supplement or source of energy in order to get me going. Because what do I do one day when I don't have a pre-workout? And now I'm dependent on that pre-workout. I don't want to give something that much power. So I do not take them. But if you're interested in one, this is actually a pretty good one to try. I would definitely give this one a shot. I know there's a ton of trash supplements out there that have just loaded with fillers, artificial colorings, and flavors and all that shit. This is good to go, man. There's nothing in here that's gonna set you back or harm you, and it tastes good too. So next, branched chain amino acids. As you can see, once again, this is from Isagenix. This one's good, man. Tastes good. So BCAAs, or branched chain amino acids, like I said, not a game changer. This is actually, there's a lot of research that actually contradicts BCAAs, but this is something that I don't take regularly. This is what we're starting with. These are the ones that I don't take very often, but I do take this one if I'm going an extended period of time without eating. So usually I have a couple mornings in the week where I kind of start a little bit earlier, and I'll go 3 to 4 hours when I wake up without eating, and that's when I'll take this. If nothing else, it just gives me something flavored to sip on to curb my appetite until I eat. So Branched chain amino acids, like I said, you can take them, you can leave them, doesn't really make a huge difference, but I got it, so I use it. Next, this is probably I don't want to say probably, this is my favorite Isagenix supplement. This is a Hydrate supplement. It's filled, you know, it got electrolytes and all kinds of good stuff in it to help you hydrate. But the reason I like it so much is because it tastes phenomenal. This is the orange flavor, and like orange is my jam, man. I love orange flavored stuff, and this tastes like a treat. Like, this tastes so good. Like, I will use this strictly, like, I don't even have to work out that day, didn't sweat any, but I'll drink this just because it tastes so damn good. And like I said, it's loaded with good stuff. There's nothing bad in here. No artificial flavorings, none of that stuff. So this is a sweet one. I love this one. But also very good if you're any kind of like endurance athlete, or in the summertime you're sweating your ass off a lot. Like, boom, right here. This is a gem. Next, this is probably my second favorite Isagenix supplement. This is their repair supplement, and it's exactly what it is. It's for recovery. So you take this, you can take this right after a workout. You can take this, you know, the day of the workout, but just loaded with some good stuff to kind of help you recover, man. There's a lot of good, you know, anti-inflammatory things in here. And once again, just like all the other Isagenix supplements, there's nothing bad in here. Now, this one, I was hesitant at first though, because it looks, I don't know if you can really see this, but it looks not very pleasing to the eye. It's a weird color. It's kind of like a weird texture. It smells terrible. And I was very hesitant to give this a try, but put some water in there, added some ice, shook it up real good, and it actually tastes really good. And this is another one that I'll just throw in just because it is like just a bunch of general good things in here that are good for your body to help you recover. And as much as I train and stress myself out with the business and just kind of run myself ragged a little bit, this is something I'll just throw in from time to time, if nothing else, just because it tastes good and I know it's got stuff in there that's going to benefit me. So lastly here we have, this is not Isagenix, this is collagen protein, and this is something that I'll throw in periodically throughout the week. You know, maybe on average, you know, 3 to 4 days a week. I'll kind of throw a couple scoops of this in with an already existing shake that I'm going to have for like a meal replacement or a snack. And it's collagen protein, man. So it's just a different source of protein. You know, back in the day when we hunted for our food and everything like that, you know, we would eat every part of the animal. We'd eat knuckles, bones, like shit like that. And we'd get a lot of collagen from that. But obviously now with, you know, the society we live in, we don't get those things as much. And collagen protein, you know, is something that's really been hitting the scene more lately. You know, just the benefits it has for, you know, your skin, your hair, nails, you know, joints, connective tissues, all stuff like that. And, you know, as much as I beat myself up, I figured I'd give it a shot, man. And this is something that this is relatively new in my regimen. You know, I've only been doing this now for probably maybe a month or so. But like I said, you're not going to notice a difference, man. This is just something that you kind of take because you know it's doing your body good. And I do like it. This is the unflavored one. So like I said, I just throw it in already existing shake that I have. And you can't even tell the difference. And you're just getting some good sources of collagen here. So I'm a big fan of this one. I really like this company too. So those are kind of like the bench warmers. You know, those are the supplements that, you know, I take periodically. You don't really take them on a schedule or routine or anything like that, just because like you kind of go by feel with those ones. But now we're gonna get into the staples, man. We're gonna get into the starters, the all-stars of my supplement regimen, the stuff that I take regularly, and why. So we'll go ahead and start right at the top. Here we've got fish oil. I mean, who doesn't know about fish oil? This is no secret. You know, fish oil does just about everything, just helps just about everything, regardless what your goals are. You know, I take this every morning and every night. Just take a nice swig, because as you can see, it's in a bottle. This isn't a pill. And this is my favorite company, man, Carlson's. You know, you get a much more packed dose of all of your EPA, DHA, all the good stuff in your fish oils when it's in liquid form as opposed to pill. So you just take a swig. It's not like it tastes bad, it's just very thick. It's oil, you know. And every morning, every night, we crank that guy out. Next, we'll get into some of the more sexier stuff. So I'll go ahead and start with this guy. This is my go-to protein. This is obviously everybody's favorite supplement to talk about. Obviously a whey protein, there's a lot of different whey proteins you can get, but this is my favorite one as far as taste goes, and this is a super reputable company, very clean. The ingredients list is like, there's 3 things in this, man. You see most ingredients lists, they're this long. This guy is here. Like, you know what you're putting in your body with this. It tastes really good. And you know, I take this once to twice, sometimes even 3 times a day. I'll do 3 shakes of this a day. So big fan of Transparent Labs. That's just the milk chocolate flavor. They got a bunch of other flavors, but once I find something I like, I stick to it. Another protein, Isagenix protein. So this is Isagenix protein. This is a tri-release protein. So this is just like a little bit more of like a slower releasing protein. There's a little bit of casein protein in here. There's a little bit of whey protein in here. They got a little bit of egg white protein in here. You know, it's just a bunch of different types of protein. So this is like more I'll use for like a meal replacement type of shake. You know, the Transparent Labs one. This is the one I use like immediately post workout. Sometimes I'll take it in the morning if I'm gonna have like a quick breakfast or a quick pre-workout meal. And then this one is usually later on in the day if I'm busy. I'm gonna eat something with it. I'll do a shake with this guy. Next, Dextrose powder. So this is what I use post-workout. So I'll mix this with my whey. This is basically just sugar, guys. This is just, it's just cornstarch. So I usually do like anywhere, depending on the workout, 50 to 75 grams of this, of basically just straight sugar, to replenish my glycogen stores. Because that's what you do when you train. When you work out, you deplete the muscle glycogen. Plus, when you add it with your chocolate protein, it tastes phenomenal. Next, we've got creatine. This is probably, if pre-workout's not the #1 question I get, then it's creatine. You know, they're probably neck and neck for what I get asked about the most. Creatine is a great supplement. It's probably, out of all the supplements out there that actually provide performance benefits and has been proven to enhance performance, creatine is probably at the top, man. And it's legal. It's perfectly legal. It's perfectly safe. Creatine has a lot of bad reputation, but it's perfectly safe. It's actually very beneficial to you. But you know, as long as you're not a wrestler cutting weight and not drinking water, you know, you want to obviously make sure you're hydrating yourself and you're drinking plenty of water if you're going to take creatine. But you know what I tell guys is creatine will never work like the first time you take it. When you first take creatine, you'll notice, you'll be able to tell the difference. It doesn't make you bloated. A lot of people think it makes them bloated. It doesn't work like that. But don't take creatine if you're not sleeping 8 hours a night, if you're not consistently hitting your calories every day. You know, I work with a lot of high school guys. They'll come to me and ask me if they should take creatine because they can't gain weight. Meanwhile, you know, they stay up till 1 in the morning. They eat, you know, 1,800 calories a day. It's like creatine's not going to do anything for you at that point. And like I said, it never works like it does the first time you take it. And meaning not like the first day, but like that first, you know, if you start taking creatine, you know, the first time you introduce it regularly and consistently to your system, you're gonna notice. And if you're not eating, you're not sleeping, then you're just gonna waste that. So make sure you consistently train hard, you're consistently getting your sleep, you're consistently hitting your nutrition numbers, make a ton of progress there first. And then once you start to plateau in something, you can start to kind of introduce this into your regimen. Next, we got glutamine. Glutamine, I put this in my post-workout shakes. I'll put this in some of my, you know, meal replacement shakes. Glutamine is just one of the more, you know, fastly absorbed amino acids. It's probably the one that's most commonly known for helping, you know, recovery and everything like that. But I incorporate it mostly because A, it's really good for your gut health. In the digestive system, and B, it's really good for GABA production, and GABA is one of our neurotransmitters in our brain that kind of helps down regulate and kind of helps us deal with stress and stuff like that. So glutamine, it's a benefit on many levels. That's why it's a staple, and I take that every day, and I've taken it for a long time. Next, daily multivitamin. Take this daily. This is Costco brand, man. Costco actually has really good supplements. They got really good multivitamins. My Vitamin C is also Costco brand, but you know, I don't really think I have to go into too much here. You know, I take daily multivitamin every day. I'll throw this guy in, depending how I'm feeling, you know, how much I'm working, how much I'm training, you know, if it's flu season or if it's COVID season. You know, I might throw in an extra one of these guys. But the daily multivitamin, make sure, you know, you don't have to use Costco brand or anything, but if your multivitamin doesn't dissolve in water within 15 minutes, then it's probably not going to get digested and absorbed into your body. So that's a good test. You just take a pill, throw it in a glass of water, and within 15 minutes, if it's not easily breaking up, then it's trash. Next, vitamin D. So this is a D3. Obviously, vitamin D3 is the form of vitamin D you want, but this is a combo supplement. It's D3 plus K2. And the reason I get the combo supplement is because vitamin K helps you absorb and utilize vitamin D efficiently. And vitamin K can be a little tough to get in your diet. Unless you're eating a lot of, you know, green leafy vegetables and stuff like that, then, you know, it's easy to not be getting enough. And here you get the exact quantity of each one that you need to kind of absorb and utilize the D efficiently. Utilize the D. D is important. But yeah, vitamin D3 is important. It's very important. It does a lot of things for your body. Almost really acts more like a hormone than a vitamin. Next, we got magnesium. Magnesium is a super important supplement because many people are deficient in magnesium. Magnesium is a super hot commodity when it comes to your body. You know, magnesium's used in over 300 bodily functions. So that means if you're deficient, which most people are, that's 300 things that your body cannot do effectively or appropriately if you're not getting enough of this. So this is something I take twice a day. I take a pill in the morning, take a pill at night. And helps with muscle cramps, helps with getting good pumps, helps with sleep, helps with dealing with stress, and helps with quite a bit of things, like 300 things. Next, vitamin B complex. You know, vitamin B is kind of like your energy sort of vitamin. This is the entire spectrum of B. You know, my multivitamin covers a little bit of those, but, you know, with as active as I am, as much as I'm on my feet, as much as, you know, mentally I'm always going and churning, it's not bad to double up on a few things. So just making sure that I'm getting enough. Anything that I don't need, my body will just piss it out. I actually got two more here that I forgot because they weren't with the other stuff. These are more on the bench warming side. These are not things I take a ton. But first here we got garlic. Let's take a garlic pill, man. Garlic is a superfood. Garlic does a lot of good things. Really good for the immune system, so it's really good to throw in during cold seasons and things like that. You know, it's a if you look up the benefits of garlic and everything that it can help with, it's a superfood, man. And it kills vampires too, which is important. So, and then lastly here I got stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is, and I take this strictly for to help my body deal with sex hormone binding globulin. So most of you probably aren't gonna know what that means, but essentially for a male, you have, you know, testosterone. Males have a lot of testosterone. You know, females have it too, but males obviously predominantly have much more. And you have free testosterone and then total testosterone. And, you know, your total testosterone can be high, but if your free testosterone, what can freely, you know, flow through your bloodstream isn't high, then you can mimic being deficient in testosterone. And what can keep your body from having high free testosterone is sex hormone binding globulin, which basically kind of binds up and ties up the testosterone so it can't be utilized by the body. And stinging nettle can help with that. It helps kind of lower that sex hormone binding globulin and kind of free up some more of that testosterone for your body to use. So that's it, guys. That's all the supplements, man. I think that's everything I got. So I hope that helps, guys. If you got any other questions on any of these things, you can go ahead and shoot me a DM or a text or whatever you got. If you like this video, like it, share it, comment on it. If there's other videos you want me to kind of take a deep dive on, just let me know, man. We'll make it happen. Thanks, guys.